Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
I can understand why fantasy owners are hesitating to start Calvin Johnson this week, as he has his share of problems in the past, but I go back and look at what he did in 2008 when he had a rotating door at quarterback with over 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, and was consistent in those numbers. I think that Johnson's in past problems that he's had for fantasy owners is more so because of his own personal health issues. He had the knee and some other injuries last season. His rookie season, he had a back injury. So when he's hurt, that's when I think fantasy owners need to be more concerned. But when it's just his quarterback, I wouldn't be as concerned. Matthew Stafford, yes, you definitely want him in there for the long ball hookup. Johnson is definitely more established down the field than he is on the shorter range stuff, like maybe Brandon Marshall would be, Larry Fitzgerald, other star receivers in the game. But Johnson still should be productive. If we look at that first game against the Bears, in the first half, Stafford was in there, and Johnson had 0 catches. In the second half, if Johnson gets that touchdown, which he should have gotten, I believe, then you're looking at probably 5 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown in the second half of that game with Hill. So in a full game, I think he can still at least give him somewhere around 80 yards and a touchdown. I think that's reasonable to say on a lot of weeks. That's still good, solid production, and I wouldn't be surprised if he throws in a few 100-yard days in there as well. So I say all that to say this: if you have a very good option as a backup, then maybe you roll the dice and you go ahead and put that guy in over Johnson, step back, see how Johnson does. But if not, stay with your stud. Stay with Johnson. He's still going to be a solid, productive receiver with Hill in that lineup.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football with your free subscription.